So here we are with another 12 necessities that frugal people don't buy. Another dirty dozen that I will show you that will sap your money in the sneakiest of ways. These 12 will get progressively taxing on your wallet, right down to the last one, which is a real lifestyle crusher. And stay to the end, where I've got a bonus number 13 that's sure to divide people right down the middle. Controversy. Let's begin. Nail salons and hairdressers. Now these may seem like a true necessity, but hear me out. Now I've got no experience with nail salons, as you can see, but I'm under good authority that they're between $40 and $60 a month. Now my wife doesn't go to the nail salon, she grows her own and gives them a clear coat. But aside from the monthly cost, can I say how relaxing it is to not worry about having a nail being broke or how the gaps are getting big. Now I have sisters and some of them get the nails done, so I'm aware of the cost and the maintenance that goes with it and some of the issues that can spring up. So far be it for me to suggest giving up your nails, but you should at least look at the annual cost of maintaining them and make an informed decision. Now as for hair, I know this could be a contentious subject, particularly for women. During 2020 and 2021 lockdowns, when hairdressers were closed, my wife would get touch-up kits to maintain her haircut and her hairstyle. Now to this day she maintains that and assures me it saves a lot of money. So instead of getting a haircut done every month or every other month, she'll have a haircut done and have a touch-up kit for a couple of months before she goes back. As for me, my wife cuts my hair and I enjoy those savings. And as a contractor running a business, as you can see, I'm not too worried about style, as long as it's clean and relatively tidy. Name brand soaps and cleaners. Now I'm just going to say Bath and Body Works, and I'm going to see if any other husbands or partners know what I'm talking about. My wife and daughter go into that store and they come out $100 lighter, armed with a bunch of soaps and a candle or two. I had no idea you could spend so much money on soap and candles. And in the past, I've asked them, what did you do before Bath and Body Works? And I've worked it out. They have spent less money. Before that theme park for soaps, we bought cheaper boring soaps and probably no candles. We spent less on these commodities because we didn't really need to. Now we have posh looking hand soaps, shower gel, car fresheners, bathroom sprays and bath bombs. And they come in 100 different scents. Why 100? Because they will guarantee you're going to go home with at least one or six, usually six. So next time you're doing your expenses and you're missing $100, check your bathroom. It could be sitting in there, smelling very nice, but expensive. Now, Bath and Body Works are certainly not the most expensive when it comes to soaps and candles, but their stores are always full and they're always busy. Just be wary you're not falling into that crowd. Now, the next one is a big crowd puller, but in a different way. Designer fragrances. Now, designer fragrances are so expensive. Buying them are so wasteful, but they smell so good. Now, we're big Tom Ford fans and a few other fragrances. But since becoming frugal and adopting a frugal lifestyle, we've had to come up with a way of enjoying these as a rare treat. At the end of the day, I simply cannot justify to our financial plan spending hundreds of dollars on a bottle of fragrance. So now we will reward a great property appraisal or an investment account threshold with a new fragrance, providing we need it and our asset pays for our reward. Now this may sound like a bit of a silly suggestion, but being frugal and having a frugal lifestyle really permeates all your decisions around money. So if you love a good quality fragrance that are expensive, but an occasional buy, see how you can incorporate those into your reward system. Now buying a fragrance for friends or family as a gift is also a good idea, but that too can have issues. We'll come back to that. First we have number 5, cell phone plan. Cell phone plans in Canada are expensive. Compared to the UK, I'm paying more than double, and it's the same plan. Now years ago we used one of the bigger companies and we were paying triple what we are now, but we moved to a smaller provider and we saved thousands of dollars. Now is the service as good? Well, almost. But is it good enough that I can enjoy these savings? Absolutely. Will I lose signal if I go out of town? Maybe. So if you live in a main city with good coverage, find a much better deal for you and your family. There are dozens to choose from. And you can always service hop for the best deals around. I've done this multiple times and I still have the same number from when I moved to Canada in 2007. The main point here, be frugal and find the best plan for you. Next year it may be even better. Landscaping and lawn maintenance. Now we have a green lawn in our front yard and a large backyard of pool that requires maintenance. Now these days we have someone come in and cut our grass. We get a good deal on that and we have it incorporated into our financial plan. We spend our time carefully. So at this point in our financial journey, we buy some time back so we can spend it on more important things for us. At an earlier point in our financial journey, we would cut the grass ourselves and save the money. As for landscaping, we do that ourselves. It takes a bit more time, therefore costs a bit more money. Plus we've built up the skills over the years and we enjoy doing it. So by doing the landscaping ourselves, we satisfy our drive to be more frugal. And we get a bit of cardio work at the same time. The funds we save doing the landscaping ourselves get redirected into one of our investment accounts and we watch it grow for our family. Now in the past, we've seen neighbours watering their grass every day and spraying it down with pesticides to get it a really green colour. Now for us, it's just grass. We never water it. But it would be interesting to see how much money you would save by not watering your grass for a whole year. And then maybe investing that for an average return of 10% a year. Designer sunglasses. Designer sunglasses are unreasonably expensive, and in more ways than one. And I know you can find similar designs for a fraction of the cost in every mall you go into. And secondly, no matter how hard we try, we always end up scratching the lenses or even breaking them. We drop them. We forget to put them back in the case. The kids will play with them. Eventually, fate will get them, and your investment of hundreds of dollars is feeling like a poor investment. And let's face it, we're buying them for that exclusive logo on the side or that very nice eyewear case. And just like designer clothes, this is one purchase that's going to hinder your efforts to get to financial freedom. They won't add value to your life, and their investment is a poor one. Jewelry and watches can increase in value over time, but sunglasses rarely do. But almost always they eventually end up in the garbage bin. And if you're one of the lucky ones that never damages your glasses, never drops them, or have the kids take them, you may end up losing them as we put them down. So in my humble opinion, a poor investment, a vanity purchase, and definitely not necessity. Hobbies. Well, not just any hobbies, but expensive hobbies. This can range from fishing, golfing, or even boating. It's anything that costs you substantial money on a regular basis or requires expensive gear. Now, I don't boat and I don't golf. I collected stand-up arcade machines, Blu-ray movies for my home theatre, and I was a sneakerhead. I was easy spending $1,000 a month on my hobbies, and looking back, it was foolish and wasteful. Somewhere I read a quote, don't buy stuff, buy assets. And eventually your assets buy all the stuff you want. And you know what? It's true. These days I rarely spend any money on my hobbies. But if you have a hobby that gives you true happiness, I would not ask you to give it up. In fact, I would encourage you to continue. After all, finding real happiness in our busy lives is key for a fulfilling lifestyle, but I would encourage you to factor it into your monthly budget. By budgeting your salary properly and doing a side hustle to pay for your hobby, you can have your cake and eat it. And remember, if you can direct some of your hobby time to focus on building wealth, you can redirect some of those saved funds into investment for your future. New clothes. Okay, in the past, I could easily blow $1,000 on a shopping trip. More specifically, $1,000 in clothes that I would rarely wear or even put away in my cupboard and never see again. Most people love shopping for new clothes and new fashions, and the cost can escalate very quickly. We get into certain brands, and they're never the cheaper ones. And some of us get into a real wardrobe filling addiction, and we can't break out. Now, it's a real issue in the US, with the population spending a staggering $350 billion a year on apparel. Now let that sink in, $350 billion on clothes. Now I no longer have this problem. I wear the same polo shirt and shorts every day. Sometimes blue, sometimes claret. And in winter time, I simply change my shorts for cargo pants. Now I do this for several reasons. My clothes are not expensive and therefore easily replaced every few years. They keep me from spending and wasting money on stylish clothes I have no need for. And they also stop me thinking about what I should wear in the morning. My mind could be focused on other things, more important things. This is an idea I got from a book, and I love it. You should try it. Just try it for a week, and let me know if it's good for you. Gifts for friends. Now, this was an issue for me years before I adopted a frugal lifestyle. As a society, we must spend billions of dollars in gifts on things that are virtually meaningless and wasteful. And these novelty gifts can be expensive. It could be clothing or a trinket that gets packed away and never seen again. Jewellery or a wall fixture, a fan appliance or even a picture box that will never be looked at. Now, gifts can be inexpensive and meaningful, with a sincere thought behind them. My wife and I rarely buy gifts for each other. Rather, we steal some time together or even go out for a coffee, as a treat. We are very low key and very low maintenance. For my birthday, we usually get some treats from the British shop, which I love. Occasionally, I'll get a Blu-ray movie. The point here is cost does not equate to happiness or thoughtfulness. If you're not sure what to get for them and you're not a gift card person, a nice food or drink item that they love is often greatly appreciated. So spend much less, make the gift more individual for them, and save your money. High-end appliance. Have you ever noticed that old washing machine in your grandparents' house or that old white fridge in your parents' basement and it never breaks down? That was made 60 years ago and it's still going strong. That thing is never given up. Unlike appliances today, those were built for life. Buying a TV or a dryer today is a minefield of quality levels and brands. They all look shiny and new. Some of them sing songs when they're finished. Some fridges have a TV in them. One of my clients had a gas stove with Bluetooth connectivity. What's that about? The point is appliances are more technical and complicated today. They're more likely to break down and they're far more expensive. And the really frustrating thing in my experience is not the primary function that breaks down, it's often the little gimmick that's added to it. Be the desire to buy a sophisticated appliance and spend thousands of dollars on an ego piece. Get something that will last, and don't lose a fortune on maintenance and repair costs. Buy an appliance that would do the job, not show off your salary. It's just an appliance. Good quality? Absolutely. But a fridge that costs the same as an all-inclusive vacation to Europe for 2 weeks? Hard pass. And as a bonus, watch out for those sales signs. Don't fall for the marketing. They're just trying to get you to spend your money. Big shiny truck. Trucks here in North America are king. The bigger, the better. Now, when I got my truck 9 years ago, it cost me $40,000. It had all the bells and whistles, even cooled seats. Today, the same 8-cylinder truck will set you back $80,000 to $100,000. Now, that's a big monthly payment plan you're locked into for 5 years. Now, as a contractor and someone living a frugal lifestyle, that is insane. But the real cost starts at maintenance time, and worse still, repair time. Fixing these beasts or doing a maintenance check can set you back thousands of dollars or even tens of thousands. As I have learned over the years, nothing is cheap on a truck. My advice? Get a 6-cylinder or even better, a minivan. Being built to last and economical on fuel, these things will save you a ton of money. Now, you will have to check your ego at the door if you want to be seen in a truck, but egos don't build financial security. Bottom line here, if you're not earning $100,000 a year, you can't afford that big truck. Get a vehicle that will get you from A to B and invest your savings. Don't show off money you don't have. Bonus number 13, expensive weddings. Okay, some of you may want to skip this one, but hear me out. Most weddings are notoriously expensive for single-day events, and if you've helped pay for one, you understand that almost everything is double the normal price. It has the wedding tax on it. We'll make it your best day ever for a little extra. Now, if you're going to a wedding, the cost is usually a nice new outfit and an expensive gift. And in exchange, you get a nice romantic day full of smiles and a great party at the end of it. Now, if you're getting married, it's likely to be the most expensive day you'll ever have, and you won't get to enjoy it as you're spending most of your time greeting guests and making sure everyone's having fun. Now, the last wedding we went to was doubled up as a vacation in Cyprus. It was beautiful weather and lovely scenery. So the expense of the wedding was rolled into a vacation, which we all enjoyed. And looking back, it just seemed like an expensive vacation rather than a wedding. Bottom line here, weddings tend to be very expensive, and we are tempted to go all out to make it the best day ever. Now, is there such thing as a frugal wedding? I'm not sure. But you can have a modest wedding and redirect some of your funds into an investment to grow for yourselves and your future family. And why not? Romance and love are free. We just tend to make them expensive. So the point I want to make here is to stop, think, and evaluate. Is it a necessity? A full-blown wedding with all the expense? Or is the expense subject to thoughtful consideration? The choice, as they say, is yours. So did this list resonate with you? Did it give you something to think about? Any big ones for you that I missed? Thank you so much for watching today. I appreciate you. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you right here.